Hey everybody, it's time for another Monday video. Anyway, here's a new workbench that I've been working on. As you can see, it's actually bigger than my last one, both width-wise and height-wise. Not sure how I'm going to like the height. I've grown quite fond of my low bench, but luckily it's wood, so um, I can just cut the legs down. All I have to do is attach the top here. It's plywood, so it'll be more stable. And then I have a plywood over there for the bottom shelf. And then I'm going to take the clamp that's on that far table back there and put it on here. My plans were to take this and then turn it into a shaving horse. But, it has drawings for my kids on it. And I don't know. I mean, I definitely. So now I don't know if I just want to get rid of my sharpening slash CD storage slash junk table and get that out of here. But we'll see. Anyway, this is my. Oh yeah, we were doing some work to the house and we have a lot of garbage. And this, of course, is my gym. This is my exercise machine. Since it's summer now and I'm fully vaccinated, I like walking, but on rainy days like today, I still like to use this. My bench, it's set up for shoulder press, seated shoulder presses. That's what I'm going to be doing today. Today's a shoulder day. My weights, my music, and me. Yeah, I got my hair tied back, and no wig, and a little bit of a scruff. So, a little different than what I'm sitting right underneath the light, which highlights my baldness, which is why I have to wear a wig. Here, let me scooch back. Okay. No, but then again, there's no making this face look good. Alrighty. So, what's going on? Well, last week I had my first ever laser hair removal treatment. It went well. I went in, they put on some numbing cream. Then they gave me some goggles to wear to protect my eyes against the laser light. I closed my eyes too, but even then I was like, whenever they flashed the laser, I was still able to see it, so that's pretty powerful. Then they went over my face. Upper lip hurt a lot. This hurt a little. This I didn't even feel. So much better than electrolysis. But afterwards, they tell you not to shave for 2 to 3 days. So that's why I have some scruff. But I get to shave today, and I will. I'll do that right before work tonight. But yeah, so I have scruff because because I had the treatment and you can't shave for a few days afterwards. But I'm ready to shave now. So, surprised by how many white hairs I have. Laser can't take care of that, so. And so I'm presenting as male because, I'm not going out as a bearded lady. So, I've been having a male weekend, which hopefully after my 6 treatments, 5 remaining, I won't have to actually worry about this again, and this version of me can just go toodle off. I never have to deal with this again. But it does make me, overall, it's been a really good experience. My mental health is the best it's ever been. I feel happier, healthier, mentally and emotionally than I ever have. I haven't had any crippling suicidal depression for about a year now. So on that respect, it's been great. Physically, though, it's been a mixed bag. When I started, I was 252. I'm currently at 306. So I've gained 54 pounds. The one trans woman I met and talked to, she gained over 100 pounds when she started. And now part of it is I do have a different job. I was working as a picker in a warehouse, so I was moving constantly, walking on my feet all the time. So it was a very physical job. Now my job is primarily either sitting down or very light physical work. So even though I continue to work out, continue to exercise, and my diet's actually improved. Um, like my taste buds have actually changed. I used to hate tomatoes. Now I eat them. I used to hate strawberries. Now I like them. Used to hate blueberries. Now I like them. Um, I'm much more because of that. I'm much more adventurous. Palate wise. I tried Indian food for the first time last week, and I really liked it. It was delicious. So I want to start trying new things. So I guess that's a positive. Sweet food doesn't really do it for me anymore. There a couple weeks ago, I got hungry for a chocolate bar. I just wanted a chocolate bar. So I got a Cadbury chocolate bar, and I got 2 rows into it, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need any more of this. So I ended up giving it to my kids, going, hey, here, you can have the rest of this. So I'm not really a big sweets fan anymore. Um, but yeah, weight wise though, even with not being into the sweets much anymore, I've still put on a lot of weight. My last physical, they did detect a slight heart murmur, so that's something. Um, like I said, I still work out. I still lift weights. Lost some strength, but not a lot. I'm still pressing 225. But I can barely press it once, and I had made all the way up to 235. So, but I'm still keeping as strong as I can. Um, but yeah, and I guess that's the thing. It's been when you transition, it's always a weird mix of good and bad. And, you know, emotionally, it's been almost all good. Physically, not so much. Um, and there's been times when I thought about going off my testosterone blockers because testosterone helps you lose weight. So I know if I went off, I would start to lose weight more. I would be able to get my strength, well, increase my strength easier. But then I would also have more body hair, and I would become more aggressive, and my depression would go through the roof, and all sorts of things. So it's just one of those things when you transition, you're always factoring against this or that, you know, and think what means the most to me and what is the most important to me, because it's always a mixed bag of good and bad. Um, so and yeah, I'll be honest. I mean, if I had the choice, if you gave me a choice, say here's a pill that would make you happy to be a cisgendered man, I'd take it in a heartbeat. Because I know the toll is taken on my family. I know the toll that is taken on my wife, my kids. You know, social standing for me with the prejudice and all that. I mean, so yeah, if I could, I would be cis. First a cisgendered man above all else, because it means I wouldn't be hurting anybody in my family or causing them to suffer and whatnot. But we don't get the life we want; we get the life we have, and it's just up to us to make the best of it, however we can. And that's what I'm trying to do. Um, and the main thing too is like I don't split myself. Like a lot of trans people, they'll see themselves as two separate people. Their pre-trans self and their post-trans self. But I don't do that. It's all me. It's always been me. I'm the same person before as I am now. I mean, yes, not exactly the same, because like I said, physical changes to the palate, but I still enjoy the same things I did. I still love metal music. I still love, lifting weights. I still really enjoy woodworking. So it's still me. It's still me. I'm not a new person. I'm not a separate person. Um, you know, I'm still attracted to women. I'm not attracted to men. So, um, I don't know if that's because you know, because my name is a unisex name, I use more for girls than guys. So I didn't have to change it. So I was Shannon before, and I'm Shannon now. Um, that you know, I don't have that experience of changing the names and going from this person to this person. So I don't have that hard split where I can say, okay, this was who I was, this is who I am. That's one person, that's another person. No, it's all me. It's all me. My life is one continuous line. You know, so yeah. Of course, it always begs the question of, you know, would you change anything? I mean, obviously, yes, I would be a cisgendered man because I was born male bodied, and that would make things. I could still have the entire life I have. My wife, my kids, and all that, and not have to worry about anything. My second choice would be to have been born a cisgendered female, um, because I identify as female, and you know, emotionally, that's what I would prefer. However, that if I was born a cis female, I wouldn't have the wife and kids that I do, and I can't wish my kids out of existence, which is what that is. I love my children. I can't imagine a life without them. So the idea of doing anything to alter my past that would cause them not to be, essentially killing them in a sense, I can't do it. I can't do it. So, but that's just one of the things many trans people go through. These little thought experiments, and all that. It's not easy. It's not easy, and nobody chooses to be this just because. There's no trend here. There's no benefit socially to being trans. I mean, there's not. And while there are cases where there are some people who come out and then later detransition, I mean, heck, I detransitioned there for a little while, back in 2017. But when they do, it's usually because, not because they realize they're not trans anymore, it's because they're like, this is either too hard for me or too hard for my family. So I need to stop for a while. Um, and that was my case. That's why I detransitioned for a while. But yeah, this isn't a trend. This isn't, a fetish. Um, I'm not getting my jollies off on this. In fact, the treatment I'm on has pretty much killed my desire for sex and my ability to have it. So, if this was a fetish, it blew up in my face big time. But no, it's just, people like me, we do what we do because we have to. Because we can't take it anymore. Because this is, for whatever reason, this is how our DNA shaked out. You know, some people are right-handed, some people are left-handed, some people are tall, some people are short, some people have green eyes, some have brown eyes, some have blue eyes. Some people are gay, some people are straight, some people are cis, some people are trans. I just happen to be trans. I'm trans for the same reason I'm right-handed and 5'7". It's just the way the genetic cookie crumbles. But it's nothing that we should be punished for. It's nothing that we should be ostracized for or oppressed for. It's definitely something that we shouldn't be legislated against for. At the end of the day, we're just trying to live our lives and be the best people we can be. But yeah, that's it. So, next week I might do an addendum to my how adults are killing children's entertainment. Because there's something that came up over the weekend with the show Amphibia, which is a show my kids really like. I'm kind of iffy on it. It's alright, but I've seen better. But there's something that went down with its season finale, which, I'll get into full spoilers on that but it made me want to revisit some of the topics I had in that video. So, until then, later, Gators.